What's happening, everyone? It's Wilson, and in this video I want to show you the power of playing low float stocks with strong relative volume or just strong volume in general. I love playing low float stocks. If you guys see my other videos, I always talk about how I don't play a stock unless the float is low and the volume is high, because that will give you a good relative volume. As you can see right here, like this was a stock that I played today, LBIX. I played it previously before, a while back, and I know this was a previous runner. Now today it spiked up like crazy on a technical breakout, so there was no good news or anything like that, and that to me is like a pure pump and dump. But as a trader, we want, especially as a day trader, we want to be able to take advantage of these pump and dumps and get in for the profit. So if we look at Finviz, which is one of my favorite tools, you can see that the float is only 2 million. That's super low. That means any type of volume will jump the price or drop the price. So it could be scary and risky at the same time. But this time, LBIX played in most traders' favor, especially if they went long. So let's take a look at the charts real quick. LBIX. Right here, as you can tell, the beginning of the day, there wasn't anything special, right? It was trading flat sideways. Most people thought that it was just going to trade normally. And then what happened was that, for me at least, the volume scanner kicked in. So I was actually in another position on another stock, so I didn't watch this one, and I didn't catch it on the initial breakout. This was a pure technical breakout. And basically what happened was that I actually got in a little bit later. So we zoom in. I was able to catch the second breakout. If you guys saw my video yesterday, this is a flat top breakout right here. And when you play a stock that doesn't have that much good news and is a technical breakout, then you want to be able to identify these type of breakout patterns and flat top after a trending upwards. So we wait for the consolidation, and I actually started to catch it around right here at the, I would say, around the 205 consolidation mark. And I love flat top breakouts. You know, I made a video on it yesterday, and I waited. The longer it consolidates, it means that it's gonna go. The breakout's just gonna be more crazy. So what I did was I waited and watched, and I saw this volume buying in and out, and I was watching the level 2, and it was the spread wasn't too far apart, so I know this was a good stock to take a position at. So what happened was that as soon as this flat top ended, and the second green candle, I took a position. And then I got out at approximately 234, I think it was 234, and I got in at roughly 213. So I was able to catch on the second candle and take my profits, and then before the slight pullback. Now again, it starts to form another flat top after it drops right here, and then it pushes back up for another minor break. I didn't play the stock again. I should have played it one more time for the second breakout by buying back in or doing a partial sell. But this is an example of how much price movement it can jump. I mean, this was at literally started off at the day at like 150, and then it jumped for the first breakout at 205. Then it jumps again all the way up to 240, and then it jumps one more time to the day high of 252. And each time these buying volume kicks in, if you were watching the stock closely, it would jump by 5 to 6 cents immediately. And when it drops, it also drops by 5 to 6 cents. So that's when you have to really look at the chart and predict how do you want to play the stock. Because of this flat top right here, I decided to get in. If it wasn't for this flat top consolidation, I wouldn't have played the stock. But it shows that these low float stocks can bring you in a lot of crazy profit if you play it correctly. You could have gotten in right here for a little slight pump and scalp for like a quick 10-cent profit, 20-cent profit, and it's just an amazing thing that you can do. But that's only possible because of the low float, and the relative volume has to be high. So if we go back to Finviz, and we see that the float is 2 million with an average relative volume of 17.88. I usually only trade stocks that have like 3 to 4 relative volume, but this one was so high that the price can jump up and down so rapidly, and this is a really big sign for a quick scalp. So this was one of them. The other one, if you go to home and you see all the top gainers on Finviz, VRML, this was another one. Let's look at the float. If we scroll down, we look at the float. It's 34 million, but the relative volume is 28.89. This is why the stock was able to spike up so rapidly. So if we go into the chart and we look at how this stock played out, VRML, we can tell there wasn't that much actual volume. But when it does kick in, you can tell that from this line right here, 169, it just literally jumped up to like almost 190. And that's a 30-cent pop from just buying volume. So this shows that any stock with low float is the ones that you want to play as a day trader. And you don't want to play stocks like, for example, look at Zunga. This is a good example. You see this? This is like trading flat. That's because there's so much shares out there that even with strong buying volume, it doesn't really push the price up much. You see, it only trades between like a 5 to 10 cent range, and most of the time, if we look back at let's say like 10 days, it's pretty flat, right? So that's the thing. You have to be able to play these stocks as a day trader, especially when you're scalping or you're looking for quick profits, that you want to pick stocks that have low float. And you should add that as a criteria when you're doing your pre-market scans. That's something I always do, and it's something that you should always look for. Look for both volume and float, because if there's low float but there's no volume, then the stock's not going to move at all. But we need to put both in consideration, and then you will be able to make really good plays like how LBIX did today. Looking back at this, it was just insane right here. I mean, if somebody would have got in at even 160 and then they just sold at like 209, you would have had a 40-cent gain per share. And if you played it again, the same stock 2 times a day, you could have easily gotten another 40 cents gain. And if you were in a position for like 1,000 shares, I mean, that would have been like $800 gain in just one day. So I played the stock only once, but I should have played it twice. And when my volume scanner kicked off, then I should have actually got in position, but I was watching another stock at this time, so I was only able to take my profits for this specific one breakout push right here. But flat top breakouts, looking at these stuff, if you don't know how to play the flat top breakout, watch the video I posted yesterday, and make sure you always pick stocks with low float. So just a little quick video. Hope this helps all the day traders out there find better stocks, and as you become more confident with your stock picks, then you will be able to make better decisions and you'll be more confident with your trades. Remember, every little thing adds up when it comes to day trading. All your knowledge adds up, and all these little things that you do will make you a better trader in the long run. What I think about this stock, I think is pretty much dead for today. It seems like it's been just slowly trading sideways towards a downward trend. If the volume continues to pull through a power hour, then it pushes and it holds above $2, what I can see is that tomorrow we will have a continuation play with this technical breakout, but I don't know. I think it's rare that this will happen, especially on a technical with no good news. But if you're already holding on to this position, then you want to hope that by the end of the day it goes back up to at least 2 and it holds strong with strong volume, and then we can probably see another push tomorrow. Now, how do I identify these type of stocks with low floats? Well, the first thing you do is after you do your pre-market scans and you do your research, you see what the top gainers are, you can simply go to Finviz, one of my most favorite sites, and you can just type in any type of ticker, right? So right here you can tell if we go down, we see the shares float, and then you can see the volume, and you can see stuff along with the news. And this too is 100% free. So take advantage of it, and you can analyze all the news and all the goodies that come along with identifying your stock. You know, there's other things you can do, such as looking at the homepage. You can see the top gainers of the day. You can analyze different trends, or you can use the free screener to find what you need to trade. Pretty much, you can use it for swing trade, day trades, but use this as a way to figure out the float, figure out the volume, and make good plays, make better decisions. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. I'll be posting out more videos, and later in the week, I'll be posting up a Finviz guide on how you can screen for the best breakout stocks, swing trades, and just how to use it to analyze charts. You know, you can always just click on charts, and you'll be able to see all this pattern, which is the way I like to screen for stocks, because I want to identify those type of flat top breakouts or double bottoms, double tops. I want to see the trend lines, and this is just the perfect tool for it. You can narrow it down and do however you want. You can even filter it by float shorts. So again, just subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And it's Wilson. Hopefully you guys have a good trading day. Massive green day for me. Hope it's the same for everyone. And don't give up.